Hello everyone, what's up and welcome to the Shiny Raiko channel. Today I'm going to profile my own deck, Pendulum Magician. Before we even go through that, there's a lot of things to discuss. Let me start right now. First of all, the channel has been going on very well as of lately, and I'm getting a lot of progress in terms of deck profiles. Mainly, I only own one deck. I've sold out everything except for my Gladiator Beast, which I'm going to pick up because Link Monsters confirmed for GBs. However, like, I only own one deck in real life right now, and I can't just be profiling my own deck, and I'm very grateful for the support of the players in my community for doing deck profiles. Now, so that is out of the way, but there's a next thing that I'm having a little problem towards. Not everyone likes the Facebook page. I assume everyone uses Facebook, so I don't know why they don't. However, you should, because I post up regular Yu-Gi-Oh content. You can just go and check it out. Most likely I'll make my own website and post content there straight from Konami's page. So yeah, you should go in the description. There will be a link. All you have to do is like the page. You'll get Yu-Gi-Oh news. Anything I post here will be there, so you'll get an instant update on anything that happens. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is like my tournament progress with this deck. It has been extremely great. I've entered 6 tournaments lately. I've topped 6 out of 6. Sorry, no, 5 out of 6. But the one I didn't top was due to massive amounts of cheating. Players were taking draws, and we all know draws is 100% illegal. But their intention was that they just don't play. And what happened was that on the last round, everyone drew. I had the same amount of points as all of them. And we're in Jamaica, the community is small, and it's just 5 rounds. Now, let me just show you something. I've lost the first 2 rounds, and the person who beat me came first in Swiss. And I've won every single game after. And I didn't top even though I had the same amount of points as the others. Other people had 9 points from 4th place straight back to 12th, and I placed 10th. It was complete bullshit because it's like saying the players shouldn't be there after round 2. It just doesn't make any more sense because they're facilitating cheating. Now, however, that has been cut out, and I don't really have to deal with that anymore. But there's other little problems at tournaments, like they just don't have an on-deck judge. I myself am a judge and can give out rulings, but I am going to be entering the tournaments and dueling, so I cannot be giving out rulings. It's not legal. However, it comes into play that a lot of people are getting away with illegal rulings or things that aren't correct, and it comes back around to backfire on me. An example of this is that I activate Rival of the Warlords, and the opponent tried to kaiju me, and instantly I remember that he cannot kaiju me when I activate Rival of the Warlords because I myself cannot tribute someone a different type monster. And it so happened that earlier in the duel he used Invocation to fusion someone for a card and he couldn't. But that is all gone, that's in the past, and I'm just going to go into deck profiles. Big Astrograph Magician. Sorry, Sorcerer that changed his name. Triple double Iris. 2 black Fang, 1 white wing. This is the ratio you should play. White wing isn't that good. I've really taken out the other white wing. I did play 2 and I reduced it because it's just not that good. Black Fang is a really good card, but you just don't need them in multiples. Then you have triple poison. Poison is practically the best one because people open up anti-spell against me and I still win the duel. Says a lot. Then we have triple harmonizing. Cut 1 white wing and put in the 3rd harmonizing. It's been excellent so far. And the reason why it has been like that is because normally when you draw white wing, the only use it have is a skill. You don't actually want to synchro someone with it because it will banish itself. Now, harmonizing pushes you further, extend your first turn play. So it's very good. I just have to play it. Wisdom Eye, search for any scale, and 1 O. Then we have triple Performapal Joker. A lot of people play 2, you can play 2. And the reason why you can play 2, people don't really understand, is that Timestar Magician, your Exceed for this deck, He adds a dark spellcaster from your deck, right? No, he doesn't do that. He adds it from your face-up extra deck, your deck, or graveyard. So no matter where is your Joker, you can add it back. So as long as it's not banished, you have access to it. And people just don't really understand or don't remember. But yeah, you don't just add from deck alone. Then you have 2 Pendulum Sorcerer and 1 Dissolver. This is to extend my first turn plays. My first turn plays are normally explosive and huge. And I play a Luster for the exact same reason. The first turn plays, I just don't let my opponent get any break. I just go in the lead. Most persons who play this deck do not play these cards, like the Joker and Dissolver and Luster. But you have to play them in my opinion because it gets me so much far ahead that my opponent cannot catch up. That is why I always win the mirror matches, because they're busy playing Gofus and cards they don't need. Because I can play Gofu, I just choose not to. It just doesn't really push me that far. It just give me a link monster, but so what? I've been winning without it. Take my advice, follow it my way. There's no way I could be topping 6 events back to back and I'm doing foolishness. You understand? Then we have Triple Alliance, simply one of the best cards in your deck. One thing I learned though, side this out if I'm expecting anti-spell. And the reason is that I just cannot activate it. And it's happened to me last tournament, where it was just set, waiting, and just could not activate. Then we have Triple Stargraph. Take it from me, top 6 tournaments back to back, play the 3 Stargraph. People play 1, they're an idiot. I've seen a person play 1, opponent just Cosmic Cyclones, and he just gets wrecked. There must be a reason why we should play 3. I haven't been playing 3, and it's been working very well. Make sure to play 3. Then we have 2 Pen Call. You can cut 1. The reason being is that your magicians in scale cannot be destroyed, so it stops you from comboing off, so I don't like seeing it. Then we have 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. You have to play Typhoon and Raigeki. Raigeki is Raigeki. And for the traps, the older traps, we have triple Time Pendulumgraph. You don't have to play 3 of this. However, I'm very comfortable playing 3. It has never been a case where I've drawn 3 and been upset. It's just a really good card, and you should be playing 3. Extra deck. 1, Decode Talker. Decode Talker is the only link monster I play because I don't really need anything else. I would play Missus, but I don't play enough Darks right now to have a reason to play Missus. Then we have 4 XCs. Let's do it in reverse order today. We have Supreme King, Rebellion Dragon, Trapeze. I have to play a Trapeze starting now because the Trickstars thing just not working with me. There's no reason why I should start off a duel with 200 life points. That's just ridiculous. And Trickstars was the only thing that beat me in Swiss. I still came first in Swiss, but Trickstars was the only thing that defeated me. And I couldn't do anything about it because I did not play Trapeze. I actually played Cowboy due to what I was explaining earlier. The cheating that occurs. You literally have a person who took 15 minutes reading his own card before playing. And then he wins the first duel, then time is called. And what happens to me is that people always keep reading my cards or something. They just don't know what they do because magicians aren't that popular and they just don't play it. So it always leads towards time. So I actually played Cowboy. And the reason why I played Cowboy is just in case I go into sudden death, where any life point changes, the player wins. So if I go first, there's an instant Cowboy because all my monsters are level 4, all important ones anyways. So I will be able to Cowboy instantly win the duel. Last time I had the Gatlinghoul, which was a stress on me because you don't necessarily might draw the first turn Gatlinghoul hand. It's actually really difficult. But next on, Abyss Dweller, Castel, must plays. If anything, I would cut out of the extra deck right now would be Castel. It just doesn't have a good matchup against anything. And the reason why it doesn't is that the time it takes you to summon Castel, you should be summoning something else, something better. It just really pushes me back. Then for the synchros, we have Ignister, aka Iggy, Psy-framelord Omega, Banish and Come Back, Stardust Dragon, and Clearwing, the Supreme King version. No, Ignister is just Ignister. It just really gets you far. Psy-framelord Omega is a good card, and the fact that I can always make it first turn just by seeing a Harmonizing or any tuner, I can, well, any card I can even search other tuners, I can do it. I can banish him and he comes back to the main monster zone. Also, the card that would be banished for the synchro summon, I can just put it back in my grave, my opponent's standby. And it always gets my opponent, because if every deck searches, and example, if I'm playing against True Draco, they'll search for the masterpiece. There's a high chance I get it out of their hand, which does happen frequently. Stardust is Stardust. I don't need to explain it. And this card is just busted. Just straight busted. There's no other way to put it. Vortex, Supreme King Venom, Gatlinghoul, and Zark. These are for your fusions. Ghoul is a must play. It does massive amounts of damage. There are so many situations that came up throughout all the tournaments I entered that I needed to play Gatlinghoul. It was just ridiculous. Venom has won me a game against Infernoids, and Venom is good overall. The reason why Venom is good is that dinosaurs exist, and specifically the Ultimate Conductor. They will book a moon all in monsters, but however, this is a contact fusion. You can summon this, copy the Conductor effect, put everybody face down, and just attack all them over. And by the way, when this card copies a monster effect, all your monsters gain piercing damage for that turn. So you're going to hit them right out of the park. Vortex is Vortex. There's a lot of situation that comes up because the Zolva is also an odd-eyes monster. And the Performapal, you can always summon the Vortex, and it's a free negate. Zark is Zark. He just auto wins. He's your boss card for the deck. Hard to summon, but still the boss. Onto the side deck. One prime material for the Trickstar matchup. I just can't afford for the Trickstars to beat me again like that. It's just impossible. I prefer lose to like something like True Draco, just not some cheap strategy. Denko Seko, max out. Denko is just really good. And you have people at locals playing side frames. I played one, I just normal summon, attack, 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 attack. He just didn't draw the side frame that ends the battle phase. He just didn't draw it. There was no outs to it. I just kept on attacking. I side one cowboy, as I explained earlier, for the sudden death matchups. And how do you do it is that if I'm going into game 2 and I know I won't need any of my extra deck monsters, example, Trapeze, if I'm not playing Trickstars, take him out and put in cowboy immediately. You won't go wrong. And if you go into time in the top 8, which I always go to, cowboy will auto win the exact same duel. Then you have one maxi. I don't see a reason why I should main deck it, because there's no space. And as much as people say that doesn't make sense, I just remember that I haven't been losing. So, you know. One Typhoon, the last Typhoon. Triple Mirror Force. Very good card against zoos and dinosaurs. Rival of the Warlords. I play 2. I only own 2. I don't know where's the third copy or my goals and matches. I just dig them up and be like, good side card. It works against most Link decks because they're not the same types. Then we have 2 Heavy Storm Duster. Good card, and Royal Decree. I'm going to take out the Decree and put it in a third rivalry. So thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you want to check out any of our previous videos, you can go to the bottom right section down below. And I'm out. Have a great day.